Hey guys, it's DannyN13 here. I'm the newest member of TournamentPokerEdge.com. I'm going to start off doing a Hyper Turbo series for you guys. I'm going to do my first video is going to be on the 6 max hypers, sit and goes on PokerStars. And we're going to start with the $50s. And at the end of the video, I'll do a $30, one or two of those. And once you get the gist of the $50s, I mean, the play is a bit tougher. People know him push fold, and calling range is a bit better in the $30, and you'll see more regulars. But we'll start off with the $50s, and two of them are going to go off very quickly. Just give me 1 second. And we'll look at the structure right quick. Blinds are up every 2 minutes, very quick. We'll play a little more aggressive. We're at 6 max. Yeah, every 2 minutes. They usually last about 15 minutes if you win one, maybe 20 if the guy's pretty nitty and just folding away. So every 2 minutes you need to pick up your chips fairly quickly to have a shot at these. First is $5.46, and second is $2.94. So we're aiming to cash for sure. And the very first hand I folded Jack 5 suited. We're only playing premium hands right now, and then working our way into push fold. King 6 off, we fold. Already gone, or in the hijack, sorry. I'll move down here right quick. We've got an open and a flatter. That's not good news for Jack 2 suited. We'll fold the Queen 2 suited under the gun. Yeah, basically our strategy here is to get value out of our premium hands early, and then the blinds go very quickly, so you're only going to have a shove stack at the second or third level anyway, unless we're raise inducing to get value from worse hands that we think will reshove on us. Ace 2 suited in the big blind on the left. We got a limper, and we'll fold the Jack 2 off in the hijack. We'll just check here. I'm not sure if the limp's a trap. It's a $50 tournament. I mean, I think checking here is fine, and it's a pretty good flop for us. We flopped the nut flush draw. He bets over pot. I don't like just calling here. I think we're gonna get it in with the nut flush draw. You need to double in these. Here's our opportunity right away. And we make the call. And we have the best hand. But he hits a 3 and he wins. We'll just fire up another. That's exactly what you want to run into there. I mean, we had the best hand with the best flush draw, the nut flush. But he got lucky and hit his 3. That's all we can do. We'll fold the Jack 3 off and just check the King 3 off in the big blind. And we're just going to check give up. We never got any piece of that flop. And we'll just check again. I'm going to bet 30 here just as a little blocker, so he can't raise any more than that, so we don't have to make that call with our bottom pair. We got an open under the gun. We're just going to fold the ace 2 off. Doesn't play very good against his opening range. We're in the push fold here. It's definitely a plus EV jam, but I'm just gonna fold it here. You could raise fold. I don't really like it right now. I'd rather just push fold. I'm not exactly sure how competent he is. We're not folding jacks the first hand. Not a chance in these six max. People shove extremely. We're still not folding. I think they could have any ace, any pair, two of them. I think jacks is just ahead of both of their range, and we're definitely making the call, which we are way ahead as planned. And we triple up right away, which puts us in a good shot to win the tournament. It's what we want. I actually kind of like keeping this guy around, so I'm going to fold because it puts the pressure on him, which would gives us a better chance to get heads up, because he's playing for second place at the moment. Two of us have over 1,000 chips already, and we'll just fold here, let him make the call. We'll shove the fours. Any pair with 17, 18 big blinds is fine to shove in the cutoff, especially in the structure of this tournament. Fold the 9-10 in the hijack, 9-10 off. We can min raise and call Mick here, and like we said, I don't know what that means, but we're just going with our hand here. He has less than 10 big blinds. I'm not raise folding to him. He does happen to have the aces, which is pretty amateur play here. It's a 3-bet with that stack. Guess we should note that. Three bets ace from less than 10 big blinds. Guy shoves the cutoff with 12 big blinds. Ace jack in the big blind is definitely a call. Unlucky that he has ace king. It's just we need to make that call. He can shove extremely wide there. Any ace, king 9 suited, any suited Broadways, just such a wide range. And we are going with our 9s here, ISOing his shove, well, basically. And we're going with the jack too. We've got enough in there. It's just, and we get unlucky here. Yeah, we already have 20 in. There's antes, jack 2. I mean, we can still win. We're just too short to not go there. We have no fold equity. 6-5 off, we'll just fold on the button. You could steal, but I don't really like it at this point. And fold the 10-4 off. Fold the 9-7 off. Neither one is a shove, especially to this limper. Jack 2 in the big blind, not doing anything with our hand here. We're just gonna check. He could shove, but I don't really like it. He could be trapping here. A lot of players in $50s like to limp trap, and he fires out almost pots. We're just fold. We never got a piece, and we fold the 9-6 to the limp. And the cutoff opens, a min raise, and a flat. We're just going to fold the king 4 off, small blind. And these guys are getting it in here. We only have 3 big blinds, so we really need to call in the big blind now. If we weren't forced to be in the big blind, which the starter structure just doesn't make sense, we would have probably min raised and just went with our hand the next hand, because players in these tournaments aren't really paying attention to stack sizes. They could just think you're opening, which looks stronger. If it was a really bad hand, 7-2 off, I just go with any 2 cards in a big blind, whatever they are. We pick up ace king, which is nice. We fold the jack 8. We're going with the ace king, and we're going with the 4s in the cutoff. 15 big blinds, or yeah, 15 big blinds. Definitely a jam. And we flop it, flop the king, and we hold for a double up. You're never out of these things either. Always stay with it, even though you could be down to, 1 or 2 big blinds. 8-5 is definitely a fold here. Not good enough to shove. I'm going to shove on this guy this time. It's the second time he limped. I don't think he's trapping. He is trapping with ace-2. That's not a good play by him. He should always be shoving there. It's not a trapping hand with ace-2. I will fold the queen-9 and fold the 2-3. Now we're in position to win this tournament. Fold the queen-4. Even if he has, a pair, you can still win with jack-4, and you just pick up, just 1 second, you pick up 108 chips, plus he completed, so 138 chips, and we're shoving blind versus blind here, 7-8. Any 2 cards you can shove here and have fold equity. We're just going to shove on this guy with the king-10, blind versus blind. Fold the 10-2 suited on the button. I like a min raise here. Forces 2 of them to have a hand. We can fold to this guy, and he has to have a hand to shove on us. Kenora T. Definitely c-betting here. A little less than half. Got to represent that ace and that king all the time. All in with the ace-jack in the cutoff. It's a monster at this point. He limps on the button. Ace-queen suited, way ahead of any range at this point. So we're all in. If he's trapping, that's fine. And it's a good flop for us. And we hold and win, and we're heads up. Pick up queens on the right, on the big blind. Not going anywhere, doesn't matter what happens, what the action is. Hopefully he shoves on us, which he doesn't, we get a walk. When we 10 big blind shove, heads up, ace queen is monstrous. Easy call, way ahead of his range. And we win the tournament. 5-6 off, any 2 cards is a okay shove here against this guy. He doesn't understand push fold and calling ranges clearly. And we have fold equity. We'll just fire up another one real quick. So we won the $5.46. Queen jack off on the button, easy shove into 7 big blinds. And 5 big blinds, 5.5. And we get called by 6-7. And we win. In position to win the tournament again. And another one popped up. Easy fold with the 3-2. Again, any 2 cards on this guy is fine. 8 big blinds. He calls with the ace-8. That's probably a fairly loose call from him, actually. Fold to 6-2. Fold to 8-6. Probably didn't have to shove on him just at that point, but he's folded every time. I think you definitely have to shove every single time on that guy. You just pick up too many chips, and we're playing to win. And he shoves 5 big blinds, easy call with the ace-8 suited. I'm gonna raise on in excess mic with the king-8. He should be shove or folding here. Okay, well that's fine, and we can fold. Ace 8 suited is ahead. We flop the ace, and he turns and rivers the 2 pair. And we bubble. You could shove king queen off here, but I like getting value out of it. You can rep any ace, and we flop the queen, so it's not a hard game. A little under half pot. Hope to get value out of 6 or 4 weaker queens. And we'll just open min raise the tens. My standard min raise, by the way, is always min. My standard open. Looking for a shove and not folding. I think we can flat here. He's going to open fairly wide on the button. And we'll just check give up. If he c-bets, it's fine. I think king jack's ahead of his opening range for sure. 7-9 off. Our note on this guy is he 3-bets aces, so I'm going to raise. Definitely a plus EV jam. I'm going to shove on him. He calls with queen 10. It's fairly wide for this guy again, but we hit our 9 and get there. We're going to open and call anyone no matter what. That's a very... We're just going to min raise and ISO, hopefully. I don't really know what this min 3-bet is. It's kind of strange. I'm going to just call and reevaluate. Depending what he bets now. He bets pot. He probably has a better pair than us pre-flop, especially where it's a min 3-bet. So we're just going to go ahead and fold. We still have lots of chips, 31 big blinds at 15-30. We're going to fold to the under the gun open with ace 3 off, 20 big blinds, and fold the jack 3 off in the big blind. I like folding here. Just no need to play out of position. I'd rather wait to be in position and wait for push fold. People in $1.50 just don't understand, and that's where our edge is. We can min raise fold here, leaving ourselves 20 big blinds is fine. Steal spot. A lot of these guys are going to flat out of the big blind, and you can just own them post flop. Just c-bet, and a lot of times they just give up unless they have it. Fold a 10-5 suited in the big blind, and we'll fold the ace 5 here. You could jam, but I'm not a fan of it. They both got it all in. 9-10 wins. Ace jack off, easy shove. He's less than 10 big blinds. We flop the jack and we win. Heads up. Just fold a 10-3 off here. On the button I'd open a lot of hands, but 10-3 off is just not one of those hands. I like just calling here, king jack off. We're a little deep for a hyper to shove. You definitely could shove. I'm gonna check call 1. We've got the gutter ball, double gutter ball, sorry. And now we pick up the king, so we're just gonna check call again for value. And he doesn't bet, so we're gonna throw in a little bet on the river for value. Get called by any pair, and he doesn't have anything. And fold the jack 7 off, small blind. Not folding this hand, heads up. I'm just going to open the button, and he flats. and we just see about what we open for. He insta-checked, looks weak, and he folds. Insta-check usually means I give up for a fish anyway. We can just min-raise the 10 jack suit, or 10 jack offsuit on the button, and fold the 10-4 off, and just open jacks 3 suited on the button. We're going to check and try to catch up. And looking for a card we can represent. He checks twice, so I'm going to throw in a little bet here. A little less than half pot. I think he has a 4 or 5, and I don't think he's going to let it go. And he has complete error, which I don't understand why he would call that turn. I guess we can just check or jack back for value. Min raise, he only has the option, usually anyway, to shove or fold, but he decides to just call. We've got a gutter ball, so we can check and try to hit it. Not much out there we can rep. Yeah, we just give up at this point. Fold king 2 off with a limp pot. Blind versus blind, we're shoving any 2 cards under 10 big blinds. Throw away the jack 5 off, heads up. Ace jack suited, we're looking for him to jam, hopefully. Just open, raise call, his jam. 8-3 off, losing our fold equity here, less than 5 big blinds, we're just going to fold. Go pretty wide next hand in the cutoff. Just fold a 10-3 suited. It's either a shove or fold or raise and deuce here. 7-2 off, no good. 3-2 off, no good. Jack 2 suited, not going anywhere. And we pick up aces when we need them the most and just ship them in. Less than 5 big blinds. Can't really raise. Not a good flop for us, and he gets there. So we're just going to open another one. 9-10 off. We'll just fold. He could shove. Not a fan. Uh, 3-4 suited is just a fold. 12 big blinds. This guy seems to play pretty decent. King jack off for 12 big blinds. We're just shipping it in. You could shove on this guy here. I think he should be shoving at this point, but I'm gonna fold. I have a weird feeling about it. If he does it again next hand, I'm gonna shove on him pretty much with any 2. Any ace is fine to shove under 10 big blinds. Aces are huge, heads up, especially with this structure. 10-7 off. We're just gonna fold. Definitely can shove. Not gonna argue if you want to. Ace again, just shove. We could call by less. Good flop. And we hold. 7-8 off under the gun, just a fold. 8-6 or 8-10 suited, sorry. Just a fold. 9-3 off's a fold. 7-8 big blinds. 7-8 suited, definitely a shove for 10 big blinds. We get a walk. And 10 jack off, easy shove, 8 big blinds. Shove it on his stack, 700, 100, 8 big blinds, 50, 100. In case you guys didn't understand. Aces, easy game, he shoves, and we should win. Perfect flop, and we win. Another victory. Just fire open another one. These go off very quickly. Fold the 8-2 off on the button. And we're folding 8-2 off in the small line first hand no matter what. Just plays out awful. After the tournament on the right's done, I'm going to fire up a $30 and see how the play is a bit different. How you have to adjust push fold ranges and calling ranges. Fold a 5-8 off in the cutoff. Sorry, I'm kind of rushed. You need to act very quickly, and it's kind of difficult to talk complete logic while I'm trying to play two. And we're three-handed already, which is strange for these, but anything can really happen in these. We're at push fold already, second level. We're just gonna fold 16 big blinds, jack 8 off, fold king 2 suited on the button. We fold the queen 4 on the button here as well. Very easy to make money at these if you're running good. And you play fairly tight, and then you have a tight image and just use your push fold ranges if you know them. King 2 off, we could shove, but I don't think we pick up enough. Just gonna fold. He shoves king 10 off, probably not ahead of his range most of the time. Just gonna fold. 7-9 suited on the button. We're gonna shove. We haven't really played many hands, so it's a good place, a good spot to pick up some chips. Just gonna fold 6-8 suited and the hijack. We got a limper. Jack 10 off plays good against a limping range. You probably might have a small pair. Pick up 112 chips there. And blind versus blind for 12 big blinds. Almost 13. Easy shove with queen jack. Queen 2 suited. We're just going to fold the button. Three, 4 off in the big blind. Not going anywhere. Oh, we're just folding, sorry. Check or fold. And we got a limper again. This time he should be stronger. If he should be ready to call me. We're just going to check give up. Never caught a piece. Still no piece. Not trying to do anything here. You can see bet for days and we're not calling. 8-4 suited, blind versus blind, definitely plus EV shove. You could just shove so light, blind versus blind, in these structures just so quick. You need to pick up chips when you can, especially, you know, 20-40. Biggest stacks, 30 big blinds. Limper, don't like it. Don't like the shove spot. King 4 suited. We're just going to check. King 5 definitely could be ahead of his range. We're going to check again. slow down the action, give value out of like a 10 now when he checks the turn, or maybe a 3. Don't think he has an ace or king unless he has queen jack for the nuts. And now we should throw in a little bet for value, a little over half. Get called by a 10 or a small pair. I don't think he has better when he checks there. Any king blind versus blind for 10 big blinds is a shove. And nines is an easy call for the less than 10 big blind jam in the cutoff, way ahead. And we hold. Not really way ahead, sorry. Basically flipping, but definitely ahead. Easy fold 6-9 suited, same hand both, fold in both. Jack 9 suited, blind versus blind shove, folding if he opens. Jack 9 suited plays out really well versus his range, if he does call. 9-2 off, you gotta find the fold, and king queen off on the button, easy shove. 17 big blinds, force him to have a hand. King queen off plays out real well three-handed. Get a limper. I mean, I just don't see the value or the point shoving. Definitely could. He limps again. We're gonna call one here. We flop top pair, and he shoves. This is very strange. I think he was trapping here. I'm gonna actually let go of this hand. I have a feeling he was trapping. I can't fold the top pair here when he just shoves. He has diamonds all day. It's fine. And he gets there. It's unfortunate. Yeah, let's take a look at that hand here. Fold the queen 5 off on the button. He limps, and I think either he bets over pot, which, you know, has 10s plus written all over it, or maybe a better 9. He 3-bets now. Not sure what he's doing there, unless he has it. I don't see why he wouldn't just shove. We all have less than 10 big blinds. He has ace 9. I guess, like, you know, if he's willing to go with his hand, it's fine. He bets over pot here, and then he fires 2/3 again. He's protecting his hand. He wants to get it in. I mean, sometimes you just have to let go of top pair there. King 9, any king I said, less than 10 is fine to shove, blind versus blind. And we'll fold the 8-4 off. And I'm gonna open up a $30 now. Show you the difference in play. Fold the Jack 9 off, where are they going? We have deuces. We saw him open ace 5. This is a good squeeze spot. I think we should be ahead here. If he had a hand, he should be shoving a made hand. Not too worried about his opening. He opened ace 5 before from this kind of stack. We're ahead, and we get unlucky. That's fine. I'm just gonna focus on this $30 here. See if we can make a run. And ace king, obviously call. If we lose, I'll open another one. And we flop the king, and we hold. Perfect double up. I mean, I don't hate his shove. Little deep, but in the hypers, I mean, pretty much anything goes. we'll make it 50, blind versus blind, 2.5, and we're not folding to a shove. He should never be flatting there. Platinum star this one's not hard to achieve, but for the most part, the platinums know what they're doing, somewhat anyway. Fold the 9-4 on the button to the open under the gun, or the hijack. I'm gonna open this hand. Just a steal spot. They should be shoving, not really flatting. They can, but I doubt it. I just like the steal spot. We have lots of chips at this point. Yeah, he shoves. That's fine. We don't lose much. A7 suited. Gonna open again. Second time opening, I should be stronger. They should believe me. If they do flat, we can own them, especially these two out of position. Blinds are up 15-30. Easy fold with the queen 3 suited in the big blind. He opens from less than 15 big blinds, so we're just going to fold the queen 7 suited. He should be fairly strong here. The hijack. 5-2 off on the button. They're going to reshove a lot of hands on me, especially for my stack. I don't like opening to steal. We'll find out now if that raises an induce. It is. Unlucky that he has ace-king there. Never fold an ace-10 blind versus blind from those stacks. Easy fold with the 8-2 off. I like his raise call with ace-10 actually. Definitely induces worse hands to shove. Pick up kings. Easy open. Not folding ever. Hopefully we get reshoved on. Moises Agus. Fold a 4-5 out of position in the big blind. Button open. I like limping here. I think when you're limp, C-bet he thinks I could be trapping. Just bet any flop. It's a play that works from these stacks fairly well. And we'll just make the call now. It's only 40 more. And looking for a good flop, we'll just give up out of position if we don't hit it. Yeah, go ahead and fold. A lot of times he does check to that limp. It's just when he makes it min, we're obviously going to call from our stack. Fold the 10-7 suited. Could open. Decent steal spot. I just think this guy's going to be over me and reshove on me fairly light. Not prepared to call him. Nine 3 off and the cutoff. Easy fold. Keep an eye on the blinds. 1 minute 30-60. Leave us with 14 big blinds. Got queen 5 off in the big blind. If he shoves, it's kind of close to a call, but not familiar with this guy, so I'm just gonna fold. If I know he's a reg, I'll probably make that call. You know, rather make it with queen 9, queen 10. Fold the jack 7 small blind. Should be strong raising here. Not sure why he's not just shoving, unless he's inducing. Raise folding here is really bad. He makes the call with 8s, that's fine. If I were him, I would rather just shove 8s. If Moises goes here, I think we have the ISO shove. And we're definitely shoving the button here. It's king queen off. Nice pickup. Pick up 9s, 15 big blinds, and the cutoff, easy shove. I like shoving again, especially now that we have a made hand. It looks weaker. We're going to make the call blind versus blind this time. He's getting very short, less than 10. Jack 10 off should be ahead of his shoving range. He can be shoving, 5, 6 off, anywhere. ISO and ace 5, well, I guess it's just a call. Definitely ahead of his range. King jack, we flop 2 pair, and we hold. Just fold. We don't really want to call this guy and double him up. Yeah, he shoves that button really wide. Start of the hand with less than 10. And he's shoving onto the shorty. Definitely ISO ace 5 there. Just folding 8-5. Don't like his raise. Yeah, we're going to shove the queen 6 off. He has 5 big blinds. Just the queen alone should be ahead of his range. We can still win if we get called, and if we do lose, we still have the chips to be in first place. Easy shove, easy call, and we're heads up. Fold the 5-2 off. There's a button open. I think I'm gonna raise call the ace 7 if he shoves. I think that's the best way to get him to shove lighter. And he flats. He shouldn't never be flatting there. We flopped the world. I'm just gonna check. Got the backdoor flush, nut flush draw, and top 2. Throw in a little bit here. I like 196 because it looks like it levels out my stack to 1100. And we really want to get it in. Could definitely check again, but if I really don't think he had anything and he wasn't going to catch up. Could have gave him the chance to hit a spade and maybe call. Jack 4 off is just a fold here. Queen 5 suited is very... Not sure why he opens, but last time he opened from a stack like this, he had 8s. I'm just going to fold. 3-2 suited, going to fold. He does it again. Jack 6 suited does not play that well if we get called. 5-7 off, fold. 7-2 suited, fold, check or fold. Queen 7 suited is a go. we're getting a little shorter than we like to be. Tens, easy game here, not folding, shoving to his open. And he folds. Yeah, so that raise fold doesn't mean anything. Jack 8 suited is a shove. 14 big blinds. 8-4 off is a fold of that open. So it looks like less than 15. He's gonna be raising every hand. Don't like shoving this here. Don't like raise folding either. Yeah, he's just gonna fold now. When he gets like 10 big blinds, it should be fairly easy. King 6 suited definitely plays ahead of his range. Kings, easy game. Hopefully he shoves. And he opens, and I doubt he's gonna fold this time. Just get it in. And he does fold. That's he's not very competent. 7-3 off is a fold. Don't want to double them up. Pick up aces. King 9 off, easy shove. And he folds. With any luck, we should take this down. Fold. We know he's only shoving premium hands. King 8 off, easy shove. Less than 10. He flops a set and wins. Picked up queens at a very convenient time. Now he's going to do his raise fold thing, and we don't have fold equity when he does do that. It's kind of annoying. 9-4 suited, could shove, not a fan. Doesn't flop well. Queen 3 off, yeah, he's just going to fold now. I'm getting too short for his raise fold thing. 10-4 suited, just going to fold. This guy's fairly easy to play. We know his 3 moves now. He's going to fold when I get too short. He's going to call with his real hands, and he's only going to shove his real hands. And he's going to do that raise fold when I have around 1200 or so. Just going to fold. I'd rather shove on him. I think we're picking up chips fine. Besides running into queens. 5-7, we're just so short now, we're just going to shove. He can call with any ace rag, and we're still 60-40. 9-3 off, no good. 5-2 suited, nah, it took too long, and I don't really like it. Queen Jack, not folding. King 7, not folding any king if I get the chance to shove. At this point, 7-2 off, so easy fold. Ace King suited, hopefully we get a call. Nope. Battling there. 8s, easy call. Way ahead. And hold. There we go. Fold the 9-4 off. Hopefully we can pick up a hand now. No. He's probably going to shove fairly wide. Fold. Can't call. Ace Queen off. Yeah, just shove. We get called by Ace 8. Either way, I was getting in there. We flopped the top pair, and we win. Alright guys, that's it for the 6 max video. My next video will be a 9-man, and then maybe some, in the third part, some Hyperturbo MTTs. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck at the tables, boys.